Welcome back, everyone. In this tutorial, let's talk a little bit about forms. So I'm just going to go ahead and say forms, and I can put in a paragraph saying, this is a form. All right. And for the form tag, all you have to do is type in form. And then, of course, the form needs a closing tag. And there you go. Now we need to put something in here. Usually what you can do is you can put a paragraph tag. And this is something I like to do. And I'll go ahead and what I'll do is I'll put the input within the paragraph tag. So watch this. So we got paragraph, and we can say, what is your quest? All right, and you can say input. And this input tag here is going to be what's the user inputs. And as soon as you can see I put input, you can go ahead and you can click something in here, and you can write something. So this input, we need a certain type because there's different types of input. In this case, we're going to make it equal to a text. Okay, there's other kinds. There's numbers. There's a whole bunch of other kinds. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it in here. And the name is going to be equal to quest. Now what all this is that it's a name that you can reference. Okay. Now the other thing we're going to do is we're just going to close off this paragraph tag. Okay. Simple enough. Okay. And you can see that everything's on its line here. And I haven't mentioned this, but you probably already noticed that once you close the paragraph tag, it automatically puts it to the next line. Okay. So what we can do is we can add another paragraph tag here. It's pretty simple. You can say what is your favorite color? And you can spell this the British way if you want, or not. All right. Again, you'll just put some input type equals text, of course, and the name is going to be equal, and then two quotes. We'll just say color, like that. Close this off, and then close the paragraph tag off as well. Okay. So as you can see, these are on two different lines here. Okay. And the last thing we can do is I'll just put this all up here. There we go. What is the speed of a bird? All right. And you can go input type equals, of course, text. And I know this seems a little tedious, but sometimes programming is like that. You just have to do some tedious parts. The most tedious programming is, believe it or not, in game development. Adding in achievements, or sometimes in-app purchases, or anything related to something in the back end of games can be extremely tedious. So just a heads up on that. It's good to just kind of I do all the tedious work at the same time. That way, I batch everything together. So what I do is if I need to do a tedious, if I have, let's say, 5 different parts, I fill out the beginnings of all 5, and then I do all the tedious stuff all at once. I find it's a little more efficient this way. Anyway, the last name is going to be bird, and then close the tag off, and we'll close the paragraph tag off. Okay, there we go. And so that's essentially it. And now you can see we can have what is your quest to find the grail. What is your favorite color? Blue. And then what is the speed of a bird? You can say African bird or American bird. Whatever you want. That's essentially how you add in user input. One other thing that you will need to do if you're into JavaScript is you need to put ID equals to you can say like quest ID or something like that. And the reason is that if you want to call this in JavaScript, you do need that ID tag there. Okay? I'll see you guys in the next tutorial.